6:46 now. President-elect Donald Trump is talking about taking Greenland, the Panama Canal, and even Canada. Let's bring in our Joe St. George live from Washington, D.C. and focus on that push for Greenland this morning. Joe, why has this become a big talking point for him over the last few weeks?
Yeah, and if someone wasn't paying attention to the news in the last 24 hours and you're just having your coffee, you may be pausing and saying, wait a minute, what did Aaron just say about Greenland and the Panama Canal? It's clear that President-elect Trump has international ambitions as he prepares to take office. He's talked about renaming the Gulf of Mexico Gulf of America. He's talked about reclaiming a stronger American U.S. role in the Panama Canal, which President Carter famously gave away for $1 during his term in office. A lot of talk of President Carter this week in Washington for obvious reasons. And then you have the big question of Greenland, which has, I think, generated a lot of Google searches about, wait a minute, why is Greenland of note, of importance? For one, this isn't the first time that an American president has talked about the desire to have Greenland. President Truman in the 1940s, Aaron, if you and I were on a morning show in the 1940s, we'd be talking about President Truman's interest in Greenland. He toyed with the idea of possibly buying it back then for national security purposes. President-elect Trump is talking about Greenland for national security purposes as well. For the resources, if you speak to geologists, Greenland has a lot of untapped potential with minerals that lie beneath the surface. As the U.S. space industry expands, the U.S. Space Force expands. There could be a desire to expand the current military base in Greenland, which focuses on space issues. So there's the desire. The question is, could it get done in a way that doesn't look like a battle or a war or colonialization, as some critics have pointed to? Mr. Trump has one problem. The president-elect has a big problem in that Greenland is an autonomous territory of Denmark, and Denmark and Greenland leaders have said they're not interested in becoming part of the United States. So we'll follow this closely. In yesterday's press conference, the president-elect was certainly serious about this. We'll see if that seriousness continues as he takes the oath of office on January 20th.